first heard about Dying Breed through actually my manager in LA, and she told me about it and said there was this horror film, and I felt like I had done so much horror stuff, and I was trying to move away from that in some respects, rebel a little bit and do something different. But she kept coming back to me with these tantalizing pieces of information, you know, that Jeffrey Hall was shooting it and that Nathan was doing it. I'm sure he's lurking somewhere in the background. And then, you know, she showed me some stuff that Jodie had done, and then I got on the phone with Jodie, and it got to a point where I couldn't not do it. So I was like, pack my bags, I'm heading for Tasmania. And it's about 4 young, intrepid traveller types who head into the wilderness of Tasmania looking for proof that the Tasmanian tiger still exists, and they run afoul of some nasty people. Aforementioned intrepid young travellers. I am the boyfriend / handbag of Nina, who's played by Mira Folks. She's a young Irish lass whose sister disappeared in Tasmania, and so she is the primary force driving us all to go down there and look for this supposedly extinct Tasmanian tiger. And Matt's a bit of a wallflower. He's really just following Nina. He's not the camping type. I don't think he wants to be there. He's not an outdoors. He's much more comfortable, you know, in a cafe, writing, you know, wearing scarves. Or I don't think he's very comfortable smashing his way through the Australian bush. And so he's a bit out of his league, but he has to step up to the plate, to use a bit of an American expression, when everything goes wrong. He has to find the inner strength. The thing I enjoy with horror is asking yourself questions like, what would I do if I woke up inside a pine box and I only had 10 minutes to live? Or because there's no reference point for that. Like if I'm doing a scene where I'm breaking up with my girlfriend, or I'm having an argument with someone in a shop, there's a million real-life incidents that I could draw from. Maybe not a million. Whereas with horror stuff, there's nothing... I've never, you know, been attacked by cannibals, so there's nothing to draw from directly in real life. So I like using my imagination. I'm much more comfortable, on this film at least, covered in blood than I am sort of pretending to be normal. I find pretending to be normal, that part of it, kind of difficult. Whereas when they cover me in blood and mud and I'm screaming my head off and wielding an axe, that I'm really comfortable with. I mean, you want to feel like you're expending energy. It's like when you go to the gym. If you go to the gym and you don't break a sweat and no muscles are sore, you leave and you feel the same way you did when you walk in. I don't feel like I've really been to the gym. Not that I know it doesn't look like I go to the gym, but once I did. But I always like, if I do exercise, I like to have proof. I like something to be sore or sweat to be pouring out. I'm big on the metaphors. And for me, the same goes for acting. Like, when you're screaming and putting out all this emotion, when it's all over, you really feel like you've acted. Australian audiences really get a kick out of it through recognition. But I think audiences are going to really like it. I think it's a very grimy film, and it's a very unique-looking film. There's so many talented people working on it that it's going to be a unique-looking horror film, you know, horror thriller.